Hi, my name is Tamara. I'm a ceramic artist. I've been an artist for my whole life, and about 15 years ago I took a ceramic class, touched the clay, and I was home, and I never stopped using clay. I do figurative work, and I work on the wheel, and I also hand build. So I do the whole variety of products on using clay. I thought I'd start by just showing you a piece that's pretty much at the beginning stage down here, or I could lift it up. It's going to be a cat. I think you can tell it's a cat, but it's going to take a lot of work to make it have a lot of character, and you can see how malleable the clay is and how enjoyable it would be to work with. After the pieces are finished, they're bisque fired the first time. Then glaze is put on them and they're fired again until you get a final product. I've taken classes at Civic Arts in Walnut Creek, at Solano College and Diablo Valley College, and Sierra Nevada College is the other one. So I would like to show you some of my pieces and describe to you how I work. Basically, I put a lot of love, a lot of attention, a lot of energy into every piece, and I'm hoping you can see that. That energy and that love and that spirituality, if you will, goes into the piece and is always there. So every time you pick it up, it's there for you to enjoy. I'd like to show you a few of my pieces now. So I'd like to show you some of my sculptures. These are a couple pieces. Most of my figurative work, I use a nude model and work from that, and you can see that I'm working on anatomy and trying to get the various structures of the body and the curves and the bones and so on. So some of the pieces are enjoying the human body. This piece is, we actually had a pregnant model, so that was enjoyable to create that out of clay. Some pieces have a narrative to them. So this woman is looking at a butterfly, so it gives you a feeling of a story as well as seeing the human body. This sculpture, you can see she's got her hat and shoes on, so she's got a lot of character. And you also get the character and personality of the model that comes into the sculpture and into the final piece. This woman brought her outfit and her hat and her skirt, and so there she is with all her personality. So I'd like to show you some more figurative pieces. These pieces have been raku fired. And raku fire means you bring the piece to about 1800 degrees and you put it in a pit with combustibles, meaning paper and pine cones and so on, and cover it. And when you uncover it about 20-30 minutes later, you get these beautiful shiny glaze effects. So this one is actually from my imagination, no model, just a spiritual little woman there in her flower. This was another one that's from my imagination. You can put some dried flowers in there and just a nice figure, and I did some carving on it, which is a lot of fun. This is a study. This would be another model. So this is another one where you see the body and in a nice pose. This was another model. And there she is. We used two different glazes, one for the base and one for her body, and these are all raku fired, and you can see the beautiful variation you get on the surface using the raku firing. This piece, again, it's got a bit of a narrative. I did the model and then I added a tree on her back later. So she's holding the tree up and put the base on there. Another raku glaze. And here we have a young girl who's reading her book. So I try to add, like I said, personality. I try to focus on the anatomy, and I also try to add some character or some feeling of a narrative to the pieces. I'd like to show you a couple of masks I've made. These are really enjoyable, and I especially like working on heads and faces because I feel like the person's personality comes right out of their eyes. So here's one I did with some carving, and I'd like to show you one completely out of my imagination, a little bit wild. Here's another one. These can be hung on the wall, especially if you've run out of space on your coffee table. These are great to fill your walls. I'd also like to show you some of the functional wear. So these are candlesticks I've made. I made them so you can put both a tall candle in the center or a fat candle right on the top. These, of course, can go anywhere in your home. And I'll show you a couple of bowls I've made. This one happens to be a triangle bowl. And we have your basic round bowl, just all different glazes. I love to do something different in each piece, so you'll see a lot of variety. Trays are another thing I love to make. Here's one where we have some colored clays put inside, around the inside the other clay to make this tray. And here is one in blue and one in brown. These that you see the designs on the edges are actually rolling stamps that I make myself out of clay and bisque wire and roll onto the pieces. I also sell ikebana vases, and the way these work, this is an ikebana vase, so you see the holes. This sits right on your table, and it'll come with a pin frog, and the pin frog goes inside, and you fill this with water, and then you have the fun of arranging flowers and placing this on your table. I also have ikebana vases. Ikebana vases that you can hang on the wall and just put water in them and put flowers inside to hold the water. Again, wonderful when you've run out of space on your tables. And then I also make vases, again, all different glazes. This one is a purple glaze put on the pot. Then a wax is put on top in this circular design, and then the whole vase is dipped in black. So you get this wonderful purple design sticking out of the black vase. And here's just one more example of a vase with another glaze on it. So one thing I wanted to show you was I took one of my masks and was able to turn it into a fountain. So you can see the water actually coming out of the mouth of this mask. So that's another good use for the mask. So these pieces I've put out in the garden, which is a great way to show the sculptures. All of these pieces, a lot of these pieces and pieces like them can be seen on the Montaggio website. Please browse and see what I have for sale. You can also contact me if you want something in a different size, or you have an idea and want to commission me to do a piece for you. Like this mushroom is a fun piece to have in your garden. We could also look at a few of the sculptures over here too. I'll turn this one on. The torso. So that's another way to show the figure. And we have a mermaid over here. And we have a big old gargoyle panther attached to this wall. We can all fun things too, like we have this piece right here who's essentially diving into the cement wall. So I like to do playful pieces as well. So I hope you will look at the website. I hope you will contact me. I can also do one-on-one classes if you want to learn ceramics. So please call me, email me, and peruse the website. I would love to show you my work. Thanks so much.